Story 2: A Village of Voices. Based on the African proverb, wisdom is like a baobab tree, no one individual can embrace it. In a vibrant African village known as Sankofa, life was a celebration of collective wisdom. The villagers lived in harmony, their decisions made through the power of consensus. Sankofa was nestled between the vast, sun-kissed savanna and the deep, dense forest, each offering its own wonders and lessons. At the heart of the village stood a majestic baobab tree, its ancient branches reaching out like wise, outstretched arms. The villagers revered this tree as a living embodiment of wisdom. They gathered beneath its shade, believing that the spirit of their ancestors resided within its gnarled trunk. Sankofa's elders, the guardians of tradition and knowledge, always emphasized the importance of collective wisdom. They imparted the proverb, wisdom is like a baobab tree, no one individual can embrace it. This reminder resonated deeply within the villagers, guiding their actions and decisions. One day, a young man named Jengo returned to Sankofa after spending several years studying in a distant city. His education had broadened his perspective, and he believed that his newfound knowledge set him apart from his fellow villagers. Bursting with confidence, he proposed a new way of making decisions for the village. I have acquired knowledge that can bring progress to our village, Jengo proclaimed. Let me be the one to make decisions on behalf of the collective. I can lead us to a brighter future. The village elders, wise and perceptive, listened to Jengo's words with a mix of caution and concern. They acknowledged his enthusiasm but also recognized the importance of their collective wisdom. With gentle smiles, they reminded Jengo of the proverb that had guided their village for generations. Wisdom is like a baobab tree, no one individual can embrace it, the elders echoed. In our unity lies our strength, and decisions must be made collectively, considering the voices of all. Jengo, fueled by youthful ambition, dismissed the elders' words. He argued that his education gave him the expertise to lead, and that progress required bold, individual decision-making. The villagers, unsure of how to respond, gave in to Jengo's insistence, hoping that his education would indeed bring positive change. At first, Jengo's leadership seemed promising. He introduced modern techniques and innovative ideas, fueling a surge of progress. The village's crops flourished, and their trade with neighboring communities thrived. Sankofa gained attention for its apparent prosperity under Jengo's rule. Jengo had studied agriculture and engineering in the distant city. He had delved into advanced farming techniques, irrigation systems, and sustainable practices. He believed that this knowledge would revolutionize the way Sankofa approached their daily lives and decision-making. Yet, as time passed, cracks started to appear in the foundation of Jengo's decisions. The village began to face unforeseen consequences. The modern techniques he introduced disrupted the delicate balance between the villagers and nature. Water scarcity became a pressing issue, and wild animals encroached upon the village's boundaries, threatening their safety. The villagers, who had once trusted Jengo's expertise, approached him with their concerns. They shared their stories of hardship, urging him to reconsider the path they were on. But Jengo, blinded by his own pride, dismissed their worries, attributing the problems to mere coincidence or the villagers' resistance to change. As the challenges mounted, a sense of unease settled over the village. Sankofa, once a symbol of harmony, now struggled to maintain its balance. The crops that had once flourished under Jengo's guidance fell victim to a massive swarm of locusts, leaving the villagers in shock and despair. Jengo, humbled by the devastation, finally understood the true meaning of the proverb, wisdom is like a baobab tree, no one individual can embrace it. In his pursuit to assert his superiority, he had neglected the collective wisdom of his people, the interconnectedness of their actions, and the delicate harmony with nature. His education had brought him knowledge, but true wisdom encompassed much more. A profound realization washed over Jengo, filling him with a mix of regret and humility. He felt the weight of his mistakes and the consequences they had brought upon the village. The villagers' faith in him had been shattered, and his ego had clouded his judgment. Jengo's heart grew heavy with remorse, and he knew he had to make amends. With a heavy heart, Jengo approached the villagers, humbly seeking forgiveness for his arrogance. He acknowledged his mistakes and expressed his newfound understanding of the power of collective wisdom. The proverb was right, and I was wrong, Jengo confessed. No individual, no matter their knowledge or education, can fully grasp the vastness of wisdom. I have learned the importance of our collective voice and the value of considering every perspective. Let us come together, share our thoughts, and rebuild Sankofa on the foundation of our shared wisdom. The villagers, recognizing Jengo's genuine remorse, opened their hearts to him. They forgave his earlier arrogance, embracing him as a fellow learner in the journey of wisdom. Together, they rekindled the spirit of collective decision-making, drawing upon the wisdom that resided within each villager. From that day forward, Jengo actively participated in the community's decision-making process. He shared the lessons he had learned with the younger generation, ensuring the proverb would continue to guide their actions and shape their understanding of wisdom. As the village of Sankofa thrived once again, Jengo discovered the true power of collective wisdom. It wasn't just about his own knowledge or expertise, but rather the collective strength and insights of the entire community. The baobab tree stood tall, reminding them that wisdom was a shared treasure, to be nurtured, respected, and cherished by all.